Justin, congratulations on the win. You're 1 from 1. This coaching job's pretty easy.
Definitely not easy. It's definitely not easy.
What was the experience like from your point of view? How did the game pan out?
Clearly it panned out pretty good since we won. The experience was unbelievable. Coaching professional men is very challenging. It's exciting because these guys are really, really good at what they do. So my guys came out and played very well, and I'm just happy to be able to enjoy this win.
After a tough week, what does it mean to come to Auckland, play against a really tough opponent in a tough building? What does it say about this playing group that you got this win?
That we can be pretty good. We knew this in the beginning, and as we recruit these guys to play for the Hawks, that we had a very talented team. We just had to find a way to start putting it together. We had a really good practice this week coming into Auckland. We expected to play better and play well and give ourselves a chance to win.
Sometimes it just comes down to effort plays, and nothing sums it up more than the offensive rebound and the putback slam from Gary. I mean, the effort of your team tonight was terrific.
Yeah, that was one of our keys to winning the game. We put as a non-negotiable is our effort and our communication, and we wanted our guys to have fun. And that effort that Gary came and got that offensive rebound and finished with them 2 free throws, that was exactly what we was talking about. So, from this guy right next to me and from everybody in their locker room, they did exactly what I asked.
What was it like being a head coach for the first time in a professional basketball league? I mean, it's very, very, very fresh, obviously, in your mind, but was it what you expected it to be like?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun for me. It was fun. Basketball is a fun game. Coaching is very fun. But this was a different speed. This is a different talent pace. So these guys are very good, like I said, very good at what they do. But it was very fun for me to come out there and be with this group of guys that I've been with the last 4 months, and looking at them, being allowed to see them play to their potential for one time. And so it was very enjoyable being on the sideline with them.
Just for you, Gary, what does this win mean for you and the playing group?
First, just say congrats to Coach. He's been with us from the beginning, seeing some of the valleys we've been in, and it means nothing more than just to get this done for him. Because we, in the fire, he was with us, and this week it was a big week for us. We got after it, fresh sheet of paper for all the guys, and we just got together. I think the biggest thing tonight was everyone stayed together. When we went up, we stayed together. When we went down, we stayed together, and just trusted the process. Whatever lineup went out there, did their job. If it worked, no one came out frustrated. It just constantly was a positive. We just preaching positivity, and everyone just stayed the course. And we come out victorious when guys just stay the course and just trust. What the plan that Coach and the rest of our guys got us prepared for, and just being a team and being a unit. That's what it showed tonight, resilience from all of us that was sitting courtside and on the court.
Just one last one from me for you, Gary. I mean, the first couple of times I've had a chance to talk to you has been after tough losses, and you've spoken really well and shown great leadership. But are you confident now that with a 2-week break to work with Justin and get some things in place, that the second half of this season can be pretty good for this team?
Absolutely. Just with the things that we instilled tonight, I think this is probably by far our best defensive game, with just a week of just some of the tweaks that we've done in practice that he's been, preaching for our guys, and our guys are catching it and learning onto it really fast. So, and making adjustments. So, a week, 2 weeks of practice now of just, really getting our X's and O's down on defense and offense. Because I think tonight our offense kind of, we went in a place where, none of us really, could figure things out. But like 2 weeks of that, and I, was excited to get back to the gong and get some dubs for the Illawarra Hawk fans.
Thanks. Gary, just building on that, mate, you talked, I think it was after the loss to Sydney, you talked about defensive intensity and feeling like there were lapses sometimes when things weren't going right, and it kind of snowballed. What did you see from the boys at training this week in terms of defence? And do you feel like that intensity was brought into the game today, particularly on that zone? Felt like there was it was really effective for you guys.
Yeah, I think it started with Coach. Just being very clear and firm with our non-negotiables defensively, and just telling guys what he expect and holding everyone accountable all week. Now is a sense of urgency for guys to do the right thing defensively so that they can stay on the court. And tonight showed we had some of our best, everyone that played tonight played well this week in practice, but it wasn't offensively, it was defensively. That's why you see guys like Bawali getting, the minutes he was getting because he's a pest. He's one of our most active guys energy-wise. So, and that leads our defense. It fuels him and J-Rob not getting screened and just being able to heat things up, and that's what it showed tonight. Our defense is just starting with Coach and his intensity in the start of the week, and then it rolled over to our energy guys like J-Rob and Bawali guarding the ball, and then everybody else just either you're attentive and just ready, or it was very obvious if you wasn't doing your job defensively, and it just showed tonight. When we went down, we got stops on our defense. When we went up, it was because of our defense.
Can you give us a sense of what JT is like as a coach, like in terms of his presence around the guys and what he brings and what seemed to resonate with you guys tonight? Oh,
absolutely. Just his voice. Just hearing him speak about the things that are non-negotiable. I think our guys really take heed to it. When he speaks, it speaks volume, and he backs it up when guys, whether they're not getting it done in practice and on the game, subbing guys out that aren't getting it done, and you're going back, but not too many times he's gonna his firmness with how he's coaching is not something guys are really taken to. Guys are really knowing, hey, I got to play defense to be on the court. I got to rebound. I got to box out. I got to communicate. That's one of the biggest things all week. As loud as it was in there, I didn't hear any of their guys majority of the night because our guys were so loud, starting with Sam, starting with Bawali. Tyler even was just vocal defensively. Like there was many small moments where you didn't hear two or three of our guys yelling and demanding what's going on the court, and that's from Coach all week, just being loud and just what he's demanding from us.
JT, what have you seen in Bawali? Because he's not someone who's had a lot of minutes all the time this season, but he clearly, particularly defensively, did a pretty good job tonight on Parker. What have you seen from him so far this season?
The same thing we see every day in practice in Bawali. He's a guy who just turns us up in practice, energy-wise, defensively. He's one of the hardest guys to guard in practice. He's consistently working before practice and after practice, and I told him as this week comes along, I feel that you're going to get your shot. I think this is a game that you're going to be able to help us win because we have to guard Cartwright Jackson for a little bit, and we don't want him to get going as much, or we want to wear him down. And Bawali was ready for it. We had a talk before the game, and his focus was there. So we knew all week. I knew all week that I was going to be able to use Bawali in this game, but it just didn't start this week with him. His preparation's been all season.